Let's place a less than or a greater than symbol between each pair of numbers by first finding a common denominator and then comparing the numerators. We're given the fractions 1½ and 1⅓. Before we can compare these two numbers, let's write them as improper fractions instead of mixed numbers. So, over on each side, to change 1 1/2 to an improper fraction, we'll first multiply 2 by 1, and then we'll add that to the numerator and write that over the common denominator. In other words, we'll write 2 times 1 plus 1 over 2. Multiplying 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 over 2 becomes 3 over 2. So the mixed number 1½ becomes the improper fraction 3/2. For 1⅓, over on our right side, we'll again multiply 3 by 1 and then add that expression to the numerator 1 and then write that over the denominator of 3. So this becomes 3 times 1 plus 1 all over 3. This becomes 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 all over 3, which becomes the improper fraction 4/3. So now we can compare the two fractions 3/2 to 4/3. To find which fraction is larger, let's first change these fractions to the same fractions with the same common denominators. So the common denominator between 2 and 3 is the smallest number they both go into. 2 and 3 both go into 6. So we're about to change these two fractions with the same common denominator of 6. To do that, we'll multiply 3 and 2 of the first fraction by whatever number we need to make 6. So we'll multiply 3 times 2 is 6, and so we'll multiply the numerator by 3 as well. So our first fraction becomes 3 times 3 is 9. So 3/2 becomes 9/6. For our second fraction, we'll multiply the numerator and the denominator by 2, since 3 times 2 is 6 again. 4 times 2 becomes 8. So to compare these two fractions now, 9/6 and 8/6, we see that 9 is larger than 8. And so the fraction 9/6 is larger than the fraction 8/6. And so our final answer to this problem is that our first fraction is greater than our second fraction.